Nick here, Lyndhurst XM Army, and today what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we did. Nick here, Lyndhurst XM Army, and today what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we did. So we got here our new wheel and tire setup from System 3 Off-Road. Traction, strength, and style. Let's see what we did. Oh. Greatness. So we went with the SB3 Beadlock System 3 Off-Road wheels. They're a 4x137 bolt pattern, and they're 14x7 rims. And they have a 0mm offset, which is a 5+2. Got them in the black. Lots of different styles. This was by far my favorite. So, I've already done 3, so that it would be nice and smooth when I'm doing this. What I noticed though, is that they didn't come with valve stems. There's nothing that I hate more than putting time aside to do something and realizing that I don't have the piece, all the pieces. So, went and got valve stems, and yeah, so we're gonna kind of whip through how to install beadlocks. Now I bought beadlocks because they're so much easier to install than just regular rims, just preference. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go over what you need for this installation. So this is just how I do it. There's not any particular rhyme or reason, right or wrong. This is just how I do it. Makes it a whole lot easier. So the tools you're gonna need are, you're gonna need some WD-40 to help that rubber seat. An impact wrench, doesn't matter, impact wrench, drill, whichever you prefer. I got a small torque wrench with a 13mm socket. You're gonna need, obviously an air gun, unless you're planning on blowing on it to get it up to the PSI to be run properly. There's a little valve stem that caused you a little problem, but you make sure you get that seated inside. And yeah, so we're gonna get started. 5-gallon pail, also very helpful, especially when you're tall. But anyways, so we're gonna start with the valve stem. So right in here. Okay, so we're just gonna squirt some WD-40 in there. Like so. I'm gonna put that in there. Then what you're gonna grab is a screwdriver or something small enough to go inside and sit. Just like that. I'm gonna press down. Okay. That's going to be seated in like so. You're ready to go. So, I'm going to put that down and go from there. Okay, so first things first, got to take the beadlock ring off. Get my words right. So we'll just grab our 13mm, our impact wrench. One, two. So beadlock ring is off. Valve stem is in. Make sure you point your tire properly, the direction you want. Grab our beadlock screws. So, what we're going to start with, just want to make sure I get the right direction here. Yep. So what we're going to do is take WD-40, spray the inside bead. That's the bead that will not, just like so, that will not be up against the bead lock. Okay, place that like this. Put all your weight down. It should fall in like this. You're going to make sure that your tire sits inside the groove so that it sits properly. You grab your ring, place that over top, and here we go. Okay, once they've been tightened, grab your torque wrench. Every set of rim will have a different torque spec, so you just want to make sure you have a torque wrench. You check the spec, make sure your torque wrench is set to that spec. So the last thing you'd want is for one of these bolts to come flying off.